Dustin Hoffman, a voz do Mestre Shifu do filme Kung Fu Panda, conversou com Watson. Assista agora a esta entrevista exclusiva.
Let's begin.
Watson entrevista agora com exclusividade Dustin Hoffman, a voz do Mestre Shifu de Kung Fu Panda. Mr. Hoffman, thank you. You are one of the most famous actors all over the world. And how is to dub an animation movie?
I've never done it before. This is my first one, Kung Fu Panda. And I didn't like it at first because I wasn't able to interact with the other actors. In other words, I'm the only one in the room. And then one day they brought in Jack Black, and I was able to interact with him, and it made all the difference. That was the bad part, was not having actors to work with. The good part is that you could sculpt your performance. In other words, even the character, they would show me sketches and I could have an opinion. Do this, do that, try this. And then matching or finding a voice to match to the character on the screen. So that it was, in a way, a more creative process than actual filmmaking because you can go back and redo it.
I've been taking it easy on you, Panda, but no more. Your next opponent will be me.
So actually you first put the voice and then the animation comes.
No, they had a sketch of the character, and then I made certain suggestions, and then we altered the character and then found a way, and then I just kept trying a voice that seemed to match the character.
Tell us about Master Shifu, please.
Shifu is a Kung Fu master. He's a panda of sorts, and you know, he is called on to teach, to be the guru, I guess, of Jack Black, to make him a Kung Fu master. But Jack Black is not in good shape, and he's lazy, and he works in a noodle shop, probably eats too many noodles, and so he is resistant to the teaching. And it's basically the relationship between myself and Jack Black. But there is an underlying theme to the film, which is that you should not look outside of yourself to be a hero. You should find the hero inside yourself, that you should be the best that you can be. And it's surprising because we have a wealth of ability in us that we don't realize.
And the directors told you that in the beginning that you could change or remake anything you didn't like.
Yes.
Did you change too much? What was your concern?
My concern is the concern of almost all actors, and that is when you're making regular films, the director sometimes is asking you to make certain choices, but inside you don't think it's a good choice, and you protect yourself because when they edit the film, you're not in the room. So it's a very strange art form for an actor to be giving all these choices and not being able to be the one who selects the choice in the editing room. So here, even though it was animated, I said, I will put myself in your hands, I said to the directors, I said, but I will do anything that you suggest, but when I look at it, if I feel that it's not real, if it's not organic, may I change it? And they said yes. And I was very surprised to find out how little I had to do.
Why don't you try again? A little harder.
As an actor, do you think about the character, Master Shifu in this case, before doing that?
No, I didn't. I didn't do any of the things I usually do when I'm working in regular film. It was more like, it was simple. It was, I have raised 6 children, and when the children were very small, you read them stories, and you, without realizing it, you start to become the animals that you're reading, and it was more fanciful like that.
Do you think that this animation has a different message for young children from the recent films?
Well, I haven't seen the recent films of animation, so I can't speak to it. I do feel that, generally speaking, that animation is, in a way, you can reach a deeper part of a child, because a child's imagination is mythic. It isn't real. They draw little things, and you ask them what it is, and they have very specific ideas of what they've drawn. And in a way, they humanize, they personalize objects when they're small, anything. And they have pretend friends. And I think that animated film fits into that. I also think they can be very dangerous. I mean, you know, like some of these, you know, what do they call it? Game, you know, these...
Video games.
Yes, the video games, because they're based on violence. And I find that disturbing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good question.